Today, from San Diego, California, it's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's San Diego taking on the Salt Lake City Elks.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Salt Lake City Elks and our home team. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without...
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
This to the sideline and over everybody. Incomplete. No flags forthcoming, though. Maybe a break there. That looked like a clear throwaway to me. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip, and I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers? 1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss. Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Tolbert, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he showed some fancy footwork on the juke, but then quickly taken down. On 2nd down now. Tolbert, and only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, Tolbert, and he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were two things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. A false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. Up the middle they go. Tolbert. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Dumps it underneath to Tolbert. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that 1st round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
On 1st down, Rhodes. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards, and it keeps the drive moving.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cut up.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown! A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the aftershocks are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that as they continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. That'll be caught. Wallace hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down.
Out of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a handoff up the middle. Tolbert, and he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll drop to throw. Got his man there. It's Wallace, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Tolbert down at the 35. It'll be 2nd down. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. Now back to throw. Open man left side is Wallace, complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
This will be caught inside the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
Looking to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2nd and goal from the 1. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
On the give, this is their fullback. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. That will bring up 4th down and an 11-yard loss to boot.
It's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. This from 32 yards away. And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Well, these two teams hooking up for the 2nd time this year. They first met back in October, week 7, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Rhodes. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He's got him in. Complete. Across midfield and inside the 45. And that one results in 35 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And down to the 41.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on third down. Rhodes. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 2nd and 8 coming up. Up the middle they go. Tolbert, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The offense on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. That's into the hands of Tolbert. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And a gain there of 11 yards.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Pressure comes, and down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. But he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now a handoff up the middle. Tolbert. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammate, he's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 37 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Rhodes. Throwing left side, it's complete. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Looking to throw. Rhodes. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
So how would you describe that one, partner? Workmanlike right there, getting that 1st down, blue-collar type football?
Yeah, only needed 3, got 4, just enough. I like workmanlike.
I think it's pretty cool myself. Everything doesn't have to be high glamour in this game.
Ready, 45, white.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That one goes for 16 yards and sets him up 1st and goal.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the aftershocks go up by 2 touchdowns. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 17-3. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Well, a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Tolbert. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
On second down, Tolbert. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown.
As they began this last drive, things weren't exactly looking up for this offense. But after what they just did, putting the ball in the end zone, that took them away from the brink of possibly being knocked out of this game.
Now the try here for the point after. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taken in at the 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Always costly. So adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
95.
Looking to throw on second down. Rhodes. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. To throw on second down, Rhodes. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Back to throw again. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Hess. Oh, he's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run. No timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit.
All right, Brandon. Weekend before Thanksgiving. So we'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. And that one closing in on halftime with the Cowboys out on top. The Cowboys trying to hold on and claim victory. Next, we head up to the Windy City. Check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Seattle Seahawks. The Seahawks are probably going to need to win out to have a playoff shot, but they do get back within a game of 500 at 5-6. Finally, let's get to the desert to check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Packers. The Cards locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now, as they come up on second and a couple. Now a dump off here complete. That one a first down pickup of 8. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wallace. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And they'll send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now this throw caught left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Rhodes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. On 3rd down, Rhodes throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hess. And this one, 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
So they bring out their punter. He'll boot it away from about his 35. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. He finds his man, complete. It's Leonard. First target, first catch, and a first down. Up the middle they go. Tolbert. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 54 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now this one complete on the slant route. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Wallace. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a handoff up the middle. Tolbert. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Tolbert. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Elks are an extra point away from drawing level. On 3rd down, it's short and everything well executed. He not only gets the first down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well. And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations, but there's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action you. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play. Point after, right down the middle. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Fields it right around the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. But now this offense comes back out onto the field. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
Here we go, set, black, 95.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 42 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on first down. Rhodes. He's got a man complete. And what a big-time play there. And even 40 yards.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield. A combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? He'll try again. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Aftershocks answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That'll be taken in by Anderson. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's second down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On first down, Tolbert, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Wallace over the middle. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Back to throw now on first down. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Elks are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Now the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. That time a 6-play drive. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Rhodes. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. second down and 3.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Back to throw. Rhodes. He finds his man, complete. That's Hess. Touchdown! A great effort there. 31 yards.
And the aftershocks have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter-punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the 4th quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter-punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
Extra point right down the middle, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle, it's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They're going to look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now left side, a completion to his tight end.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, possession switches hands. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. And they bring their punter out there now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for the home team here, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Salt Lake City, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.